Hey everybody, you're watching Life Online and we are here for the rehearsals of V-Day, which is presented by the Grassrooted Trust. And V-Day is all about writings to end violence against women, and it's directed by Jit Pierce and Hans, and it features some of the best known acting personalities in Colombo at the moment, and it's just going to be phenomenal because it's something I feel very strongly about that needs to end, because seriously guys, it's not cool. So don't go anywhere. This is Life Online. So I'm here with Dominic Keller, somebody who needs no introduction. We're going to set the record straight with some of the recent comments made about Dominic as well.
Please do that. Yeah.
But before that, Dominic, tell us what you feel about being a part of this production.
I mean, I've done this a couple of times before. I think it's a really worthy cause, and I try my best to support it as often as I can. This is, I think, the third time I've done this. Every year, Hans and the guys try to bring up something different, an issue that we really need to look at, but which is usually swept under the rug here in Sri Lanka, and it's nice to put a face and a couple of words behind a real issue that we need to discuss. This year is all about ending violence against women. Very strong point, and I think everyone needs to think about it seriously, because it's still considered like something,
I know people think it's very cool in Sri Lanka, have a go at women in a bus or something.
I mean, it's a joke sometimes, but it's really not, So I really feel strong about it, and I think that most of us should as well. And come watch, it'll be fun.
Right, Dom. Regarding this performance and your monologue, what is it all about, and how would you like what would you like to say, people?
My piece is together with Anuruddha Fernando, Ryan Holsinger, and Dino Correa. And we're doing a discussion at a table about guys discussing a bachelor party and the usual things that go on at a bachelor party, if you know what I mean. So it's just a discussion about how, and it's an actual story that happened. All the monologues, by the way, are written by Hans, by Jit, or by someone in the group or the grassroots. So it's not a script that's taken from somewhere else. It's all actual original scripts. This conversation actually happened, and we're discussing about organizing a bachelor party and the funny things that ensue during the conversation. And in the end, well, I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but it's about a bachelor party. That's my piece.
All right, Dom, final question. Performances involving Dominic Keller, and the fact that Puspadilla comes out too much in it. What would you have to say about it?
Say something to everyone watching out there. I'm Dominic. I'm not Pus. Why do people keep saying this? I try my no. There are different facets to this man, and we will learn this over the years. Thank you, Rehan, for supporting me all this time. We will take it forward, and it's a new Dominic you will see this time.
Brilliant. Say
Yeah.
I'm here with Janani Nuda. How's it going, guys?
Good. It's good.
Yeah. All right. Tell me what you guys feel about being a part of this production.
But it feels great. It feels like an opportunity to talk about actual violence that's happening. It feels like being a part of a great effort to actually end violence against women.
And you being a woman yourself, have you been subjected to violence in the form of, snarky comments that weirdos make in buses?
Yeah, I think most girls today, especially if you use public transport, or even if you don't, it's something that you encounter on a regular basis.
And honestly, when comments like that are made, what goes through your head?
In my head, I am constantly wondering if I should, call them out on what they're doing or just not cause a scene. So it's, I think, a daily wondering if you should draw attention to what they're doing or not, and sadly you usually choose not to create a scene, and I think raising awareness about what that is like for women, or issues surrounding it, and why what they're doing is not okay, is important, because that way hopefully somewhere in the future another girl wouldn't have to wonder, should I create a scene about this or not.
And presenting a production of this nature, how do you think it'll help society, saying it's not cool?
Because theatre is very powerful. Theatre is not direct. And people will go home and they will wonder.
අම්බේ ඇත්තට ආදරේ උතුරනවා. හදවතේ ගැඹුරුම තැනින් පසාරු කරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා ඒ ආදරේ දෝර ගල්න. මගෙන ආදරය කියන්නේ අමුතුම හැඟීමක්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක සිහිල් සුවඳදී හමා යන මණ්ඩ මාරුතයක්. සුගන්ධවත් මල් තියෙන මල් උද්‍යානයක්. නිල්ල පෙනෙන මාර්ගයේ කාන්තාරක පෙනෙන ගස්කොළන් සමූහයක්. කියවා නිම කළ නොහැකි පොතක්. ඒක තමයි ආදරේ. මගෙන ඒක ෆීල් වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක ඇත්තටම හදවතට දැනෙන්න ඕනේ. බෙහෙත අද ඒ වෙයි තියෙන කවුරු හරි එනවා. අද තියෙන ආදරේ විකුණගෙන කරන සමාජය. මම කියන්නේ ආදරේ කියන හැඟීම ඇතුලේ ඒක විඳින්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ දවසක් කියන පාක් එකට මේ කොල්ලෙකු කෙල්ලෙකු යා. කොල්ලාගේ කමිසිය ඇස්සේ අත දාගෙන ගෑනු ළමයා ඉම්බෝගෙන මම හිතන්නේ ආදරේ විඳින්න ඕනේ ඒ වගේ.
I'm here with the gorgeous Satya. How's it going?
Superb.
Really?
Yeah.
Excited about being part of this production?
Yeah, actually, I'm the first event. I'm the first one who is doing the first event, so
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Are you nervous as well?
Yeah.
All right, tell me a bit about your monologue. Let's not give away too much here, but just tell me what your monologue is all about. And
Actually, my piece is it's about when we think about marginalized women, we are only talk about normal women. You know, we can see when we see the society, we only think about women. But when we think about marginalized women, most marginalized women, I think, for my opinion, I'm sorry, are the transgender women. So for my piece, I'm going to talk about transgender women through my art. My art is dancing.
Right.
So it'll be, exciting. So you can see.
so I'm here with Viranti. Viranti, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Nice. All right, so Viranti, you teach at Ladies College and you're surrounded by wonderful ladies on a daily basis. Do you get any complaints regarding, like, when they're coming to school, do they face problems from, some weirdo?
Plenty.
Yeah?
That happens on a daily basis, I guess. I wouldn't be exaggerating if I don't say so. That happens very, very often. And it's sad that they don't have anyone to tell their problems to, and how just the fact that they can't even come out of it. They can't confess or just say whatever they have gone through and how they feel about it. It's very sad.
Thank you very much and enjoy your time on stage as well. We're looking forward to see it.
எனக்கு பிடிக்கல. எங்க அம்மாவை போல கொழுந்து பிக்க எனக்கு பிடிக்கல. முதுகு வலிக்க கையெல்லாம் செவக்க எனக்கு அந்த வேலை செய்ய பிடிக்கல. நீங்க செய்வீங்களா? அதான் நான் வந்தேன்.
I'm here with Jit and Hans who are directing V-Day. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you. Doing very well. Nice. All right, so who wants to tell me what V-Day is all about?
Well, V-Day is basically, this is our third edition of V-Day, and it's about violence against women. And this year too, what we've done is that we've written rather local pieces based on our work with survivors of violence in Sri Lanka.
I noticed while listening to most of them rehearse, there's English monologues as well as Sinhalese and Tamil. Why did you think you should bring in this aspect of it?
Very important because since it's all three languages, it's best understood. And the crowd who comes, a lot of them will be English speaking. So we go into all three languages. Emphasis maybe in English. It is for the benefit of everybody. That's one of the reasons we.
So violence against women has, it's been around, but do you think social media has played a big impact on it coming out more and people being more aware of it?
I think the recent activities on social media, especially what happened in Delhi with the rapes in 2012, has brought the role of social media into combating violence against women. But I think at the end of the day, what we're trying to show here is that if we are to fight violence against women, it needs to start with us. It needs to start with you. It needs to start with Jip. It needs to start with me. And it is about the individual and what the individual can do. Because if we are going to wait around for governments and society to come on board with ending violence against women, for that to happen, there has to be a push from the grassroots upwards, saying we want this.
Okay.
So I quite agree with him on that. We can't wait for governments to do things. That will never happen. It has to start at grassroots level. It has to start, and that is what we are most concerned about and promoting it.
And that is also why we are using Sinhala and Tamil pieces. I mean, both Sinhala and Tamil pieces, there will be subtitles played so that people, even if they can't follow it in English, they can follow what is being said because of the subtitles. But that's another thing. If we are doing a piece on Sri Lanka and violence against women in Sri Lanka, then it is essential that we do it in all three languages, because we speak all three languages, and women from all three communities or communities that speak all three languages face violence against women every single day.
Okay, I spoke to this to Janani as well. Not stereotyping, but theatre draws in a certain caliber or class of people, right? But do you think having something like this that draws that particular sect of people is going to get the word out? And if so, if not, how would you like to take the message out of theatre and, you know, into the masses, in, like I said to Janani, basically straightforward to the riffraffs that, you know, engage in violence against women?
Well, it's like this. I think if we are stereotyping, we need to be a little careful, because when you say riffraff engaging in violence against women is not limited to people on the street corners shouting rude names at girls.
Yeah.
Okay, violence against women happens in the best of homes. I think Jit can back me up on this.
100%. 100%. It is nothing to do with the violence we see on the streets. Far worse things happen in the best of places. You see.
And another thing is that we have to be conscious that this is only one avenue that we're exploring. As the Grassrooted Trust, we work, like I said, with survivors of violence, and we work with them in different ways. But here, what we're doing in this particular case is making sure that the English-speaking people of this country, or the Sinhala-speaking people of this country, or the Tamil-speaking people of this country, that we can access them using theatre, which has always been a powerful medium, to provoke them to think about these things. Because just because you live in Colombo or you come to Barefoot for a production doesn't mean that violence against women has not affected you.
Right.
Okay? And also, what we're doing is this year's V-Day is not going to be limited to Colombo. Colombo is our first event, and this year we're also taking it to Kurunegala. And there will be also a complete Sinhala production in Kurunegala based on violence against women issues in that context. And then next year we'll be taking it also to the north. So then what we're doing is we're slowly taking this out. But Colombo has been, if you like, our testing ground for the theatre that we are allowed to do. Okay?
So, and believe me, today it's essential in the city, in the city limits of all over the country, because it does exist, and that is more hidden than what we see outside. You see? So I think since this movement started and the last 3 years, there has been a lot of people who have been coming and asking, your organization constantly coming asking for help, you see. And that, I think, is a great step forward, you see, than waiting for governments.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time. All the best with the show, and we're really looking forward to it, because it's something I really am against, violence against women, having maids or friends who've been subjected to violence, and I'm really glad that you guys have taken the initiative for it. Cheers. Right.
Yeah.
I will. Well, that's about it. I've had a very, very eye-opening evening, and V-Day is happening at the Barefoot Gallery Cafe on the 1st of April, 7:30 p.m. onwards, and tickets are available at the Barefoot Gallery. You don't want to miss this one. It's not your average, funny story. It's something that you definitely want to see and would want to spread the word about as well. So, see you guys there.